9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off to another Bushman video. This is part 3 of the Bohol 7.1 earthquake. Our trip to Tabularan from Jatafi, Bohol. So, as you can see, we just passed over another patch of road. A patch of the road, temporary fix. It's a beautiful drive from Jatafi along the ocean down to Tabularan under normal circumstances. This particular trip was quite amazing and sobering, just to see all the damage. If you've seen part 1 and 2, you know there wasn't a lot of damage to see, but now we're getting into some really serious damage. This is close to Tabularan, almost maybe half an hour away. Another patch of road. So the GoPro camera is excellent. It's good for what it's intended for, but it doesn't really capture, you know, the details of the damage on these homes. I would say 50% of these homes should not be occupied, but many people are still occupying their homes because they have no place else to go.
That's a nice new house too, overlooking the ocean. Oh yeah, look at that. The cliff is falling away there. Okay.
There is my
we'll call you later.
It's my brother-in-law, Kuya, and his wife heading off into the mountains to stay with some family. We're going to meet up with them.
They all want to fall out.
We're going to meet up with them later.
Oh, look at this. Look at that. That house wants to fall into the ocean.
We'll meet up with them later and stay the night. And you'll see that in the next video, where we're kind of getting more up close and personal views of the damage. But as I was saying about the GoPro camera, it just doesn't pick up the details quite well for speeding by on the highway like this. These people, you know, they're staying in their homes because there's no budget for anything else, and there probably won't be. Things don't come easy in the Philippines.
But is it worth it?
These homes are people's lives, but it's interesting to note that most of the homes that did come down were 2 stories, and the top floor is intact, and it just collapsed onto the main floor. The school wall fell out. Wood structures, okay, they flex. That house, in my opinion, should not be lived in, but there's still people there. And, you know, there was over 7,000 aftershocks. Camera's still going, yep. Sea salt still from the boat ride.
Look at that. All these houses on the bank. It's not a stable place. And they're rebuilding.
Look at that.
Look at that one.
Tipped right over. Wonder if you could jack that house back up and fix it. But, you know, I noticed like not a lot of rebuilding or work is happening.
Look at that. There's still a house there.
There's just no budget for it.
You think they're still living in there?
And yes, getting back to what I was saying about the aftershocks, there's like 7,000 plus aftershocks. And we lived through many of them in Cebu, which is like 20 miles from the epicenter.
But now Yeah.
And it was terrifying. The original earthquake was terrifying for us. Minor damage to the house.
Imagine if you're inside when that happened. No, there's people living in there still.
Another house that collapsed onto the first floor, and people are living in it.
Where else are they going to go, right?
In that state.
How devastating.
And the aftershocks were just as terrifying because you didn't know, is it going to be another big one?
Can't believe they're still
And to be living in these structures that are weakened, unstable, half collapsed, and then to have another aftershock hit, goodness sakes. So I'm experimenting with a voiceover thing here. The exhaust on that scooter,
that must have been so terrifying.
Totally tricked out scooter I might add. I call it my race scooter.
Oh, that's huge! Look at it. Half the mountain came down. Look at that. Half that mountain came down. Craziness. You would have thought it's Armageddon.
Yeah, anyways, I call it my race scooter. Yeah, the whole mountain there just came down. You can see that all the way from, Tabularan as you're coming in on the ferry. But the exhaust on it is obnoxiously loud, and even I get tired of listening to it. So to make the video sound a little nicer, I like to drown out the bike sound, and just cover it up a bit with some narration because my voice isn't really easily heard. And I have come up with some fixes for that, but we'll have to implement those in another videos. So our thoughts go out to all those that are still there. It's been quite a few months since this originally happened, and it's been quite a few months, 3 months since I made this video, or captured this video. So our thoughts go out to all the people who have been devastated there, and we're basically starting over from nothing. I really can't see too much changing there. It'll take years, perhaps decades, to not be able to see evidence of this earthquake. And keep in mind, this is just stuff we can see from the road. So there's so many structures and stuff off the main highway, and that landslide is just one landslide that we could see from the road. Imagine flying over in a helicopter and seeing all the damage throughout the island. So as always, friends, thanks for watching, sharing and liking. If it's shareable, please share, because it really helps, and as well as the likes, and I appreciate all your views, guys, and all the new subscribers. Big shout out, people I've known for a long time. Take care. See you on the next one.